Hello, my name is Charlene from 6th semester Group B, and today I am going to talk about the alotropos of carbon. The alotropos of carbon are the different physical forms in which its atoms can be arrayed and bounded. Each one corresponds its a solid, with its own special characteristics, molecularly and structurally. The different from each other. There are two main types of these alotropos: crystalline and amorphous. Monocrystalline, one with thin diamond A and grape E. The image above show different structures which have one thing is common: they are composed only of carbon atoms being pairs. Alotropy, from Greek alos, other, and tropos, manner. Each chemistry is the property of certain chemical elements that occur in different molecular structures, while different physical characteristics, such as phosphorus, which pair as red phosphorus and white phosphorus P4, or carbon, white after as graphite, diamond, and fluorine. For an element to be called an allotrope, its different molecular structures must be in the same physical state due to the different configuration in the structure of its atom. Carbon is a chemical element with atomic number 6 and symbol C. It is solid and room temperature depending on the conditions of formation. It can be found in nature in different allotrope forms and crystalline carbon in the form of graphite or diamond. It is a basic building block of organic chemistry. About 60 million carbon compounds are known, with this number increasing by about atoms per year, and is part of a known. Before discussing some of the known allotropos of carbon, it is necessary to review how carbon atoms are bounded. According to valence bound theory, carbon has 4 electrons. It is valence shell, which it forms covalent bonds thanks to electric promotion and hybridization. The 4 electrons can be placed in 4 separate orbitals, either pure or hybrid. Thus, carbon has the capacity to form up to a maximum of 4 C-C bonds. While for C-C bonds, the atoms reach the valence octet and become very stable. However, this does not mean that there cannot be only 3 such bonds, such as those observed in hexagons. The forms shape of the bonds can be hexagonal or tetrahedral. Hexagons, depending on the hybridization of the carbon atom, double or triple bonds can be found in the structure of their respective allotropes, but even more evident that the existence of such bonds is the geometry adopted by the carbons. For example, if a hexagon is observed, it means that the carbon have sp2 hybridations, but the 4 have a p orbital with a lone electron tetrahedra. Means that the carbon have sp3 hybridation in the there are cc single bonds, and they form a tetrahedral crystal lattice. Such tetrahedra there are no free electrons, as is the case of hexagons. Of carbon are the following: A diamond, B graphite, C lone slate, D bulk massive fluorine, A carbon nanotube, F amorphous carbon, G graphene. The firstly, diamond. Although not all of them are carbon, structurally it consists of sp3 carbon atoms forming 4 C-C bonds and a 3-dimensional lattice of tetrahedrons images above. Whose crystalline shell is cubic. It is the heart of the minerals, and its melting points approach 4,000 degrees Celsius. Its tetrahedra are able to transfer heat effectively through the crystal lattice, but not electric, because its electrons are very well located in the 4 covalent bonds and go anywhere. Graphite. The image above shows a model white spheres and rings of the crystalline structure of graphite. The shading of the spheres fortunately help to violate the peak colors resulting from the decollations of their opposite electrons. This was mentioned in the first section with so many details. The speed close can be compared to two systems, that of benzene, right, and that of the sheet of electrons in metallic crystals. The p orbitals are joined together to build a triangle. Graphene is a single graphite sheet which does not interact with others and can wave like a flake. Note that it has a resemblance to the honeycomb walls of beans. The graphene sheets perceive and multiply the properties of graphite. They are hexagonal are very difficult to separate, so that they present an invisible chemical resistance. Now, suppose we were to graph the graphene sheets and start rolling them into graph tubes. These are the carbon nanotubes. The length and radius of these tubes are variables, as are their Sabbatai conformations. Together with graphene and fluorine, these nanotubes make up the tray of the most amazing carbon alotropos. In fluorines, hexagonals are seen maintained, but in addition, pentagons appear, and with each p2 carbons, the stage on layers have been left behind. Note they have been fallen in such a way that they form a ball similar to a soccer ball, and depend on the number of carbon to a rugby ball. Finally, carbon is a fundamental chemical element. For the extent of light, science is part of the building block of elements in 16 of life science in the part of the building blocks of structural elements with which organs, body of or animals. Thank you for your attention.